It is January 14th. Oh, guys. Lord's about to strike me down, man. Lord's about to strike me down. Before we get into anything, when you get into the gospel. Feel me? I forgot to go to church today. I was supposed to go this morning. I said, you know what? I'll go tonight. My bed is way too comfortable right now. I got a big day ahead of me. You feel me? And then I got caught up in the schoolwork. You feel me? The schoolwork that don't even matter. Because we're on a different path. That's besides the point. The schoolwork that don't even matter kept me busy. You feel me? There's something to take out of that. You feel me? Alright, let me stop playing. Let me get into the game. Wednesday, January 14th, Gospel from Mark. We're going to be in Mark for a while, I think, until like the next, at least month, or next month and a half. Alright. My mom texted me about, it's good, so we'll see. I'm about to read this too. It's about like stories. We'll see how that goes. On leaving the synagogue, Jesus entered the house of Simon and Andrew with James and John. Simon's mother-in-law lay sick with a fever. They immediately told him about her. He approached, grasped her hand, and helped her up. Then the fever left her, and she waited on them. When it was evening, after sunset, they brought to him all who were ill or possessed by demons. The whole town gathered at the door. He cured many who were sick with various diseases and drove out many demons, not permitting them to speak because they knew him. Rising very early before dawn, he left and went off into a deserted place where he prayed. Simon and those who were with him pursued him, and on finding him said, "Everyone is looking for you." He told them, "Let us go on to the nearby villages that I may preach there also. For this purpose I have come." Gosh, man. So he went to their synagogues, preaching and driving out demons throughout the whole of Galilee. Damn, I just love this. For this purpose I have come. Jesus was upon a purpose on this earth, right? Man, Son of Man, God himself came down in the form of a human through Jesus for a purpose. In human form. What does that say about us? The same thing. Each and every one of us have a purpose that we don't know about. We know a purpose. Yes, our purpose is to spread the gospel and, love the Lord. But it goes deeper than that. God has a plan for each and every one of us. And that kind of stems into purpose. You feel me? So, really, really nice gospel. I like it. Just showing, Jesus is God. Just, healing the sick, ridding demons of, from people. And like I said, for this purpose I have come. Each and every one of us has a purpose. It's about us finding that purpose through God and realizing, what am I truly here for? What am I really in search of on this earth? Because like I said, I don't remember when, but this is all temporary. This is nothing. This time crunch, this maybe 80, 90 years that we got, maximum, that's on the high end, you feel me? That's nothing in comparison to eternity, you feel me? Eternity, can you imagine that? No, I can't. For this purpose I have come. For this purpose I have come to NASDAQ, you feel me? Alrighty. Let's get into it. Today is January 14th. I don't know why my executions are not showing up. You feel me? Please don't out the music. Play don't out the... Hello? Why are my executions not showing up? This is the Micro E Mini NASDAQ, right? Damn, man. Oh, okay. Matter of fact, let me just do that then. Let me just pull out this real quick, because I wasn't even planning on doing that in all reality. I wanted to do this and get January 12 by the run. Here we go. Our recording, I bet. They always be on them, you know. Damn! Let me turn that over. Alright, bet. Let me get into logic real quick. I know I do something absolutely nuts on, if I just get a little forward real quick. You feel me? Like, okay, so, you know, morning comes in, I clear my chart. I'm like, what is all this shit? So let me clear my chart up. Let me see what's going on. This is where I go low-key ballistic. Right here. This is where I realized what's going on today. I'm just gonna let it play real time. So I'm chilling, watching this. I want a way to speed it up, but I can't. Alright, bet 2 times, 5 times. Here we go. Alright, that's actually great. So I mark out my sell side. I'm like, dude, these relative equal lows look nice. If I look at Asian, let me go to a better time frame. Actually, never mind. So if you look at Asian, right here is our box for Asian. London, New York's opening. Asian ran up, couldn't even take out these internal highs. I tried a long there, got stopped out for like $100. That's why you see this right here, okay? See this right here? Perfect setup. Fair value gap, sweep. Let's run higher. No. That's fine. Alright, that's fine. I'm not gonna even get into that trade. I be low-key pressuring Asian for no reason. Anyways, we roll back down, take out these relative equal lows expected. We come into here. This is our daily inverse fair value gap that we've low-key been, you know, tapping a lot here, even back there for a long time. New York, you know, London comes all the way down here, taps in our Monday first presented fair value gap, kind of reversing off of nothing, just that. Very random. Low-key, I would not have known that if it wasn't for Monday's first presented. For me to mark them out and leave them on there. Gosh, man, they're so good. Then we rally back up and we fail to tap into this daily inverse fair value gap, like daily inverse looking bullish. So, you know, bearish to bullish. That's what we're hoping. So, you know, reclaimed, I guess. You look at this, another first presented fair value gap on Monday. Let's just get to it. So I noticed we have a low, high, lower low, higher high. We broke this high. That's my market structure shift. I would have liked to see us retrace right here, then go higher and take out our relative equal highs. Perfect, we did. So then I see that we have this low right there gets broken by that low right there with this wick. So then we break, that's our market structure shift to the downside. And now I'm like, okay, let's see if, you know, what are we gonna do off open essentially? Like, are we gonna want to rally up sort of and take out some liquidity, or are we going to just want to, you know, melt lower straight off rip? You know, I'm already marking on the sell side. You know, I'm seeing us get down there. You know, there's really no reason for us to get to this high, as it's a part of the one, first of all, larger time frame distribution. That's what we see on the 1 hour, coming up into a 1 hour fair value gap and then moving away from there. But on the 15-minute, having this market maker sub model getting below this low, you could classify this the low. We got below there, and then we actually, I'm sorry, that's dumb. Sorry, that's our market structure shift, because on the larger time frame, the 15-minute, perfect. Okay, of course I don't want to. Also, something you look at is New York's amazing volatility. That's why I started using these boxes. I really like the way the charts are able to be read with time. It just makes it a lot easier. Okay. So, anyways, I don't know why the executions aren't popping up on the other one. I can't see what's going on here. Hold on. Why is it? Oh, maybe I can just. Yeah, like if you look at this chart, is it not bearish? Is it not bearish? Highs, swept, failed to swing low. Swept, market structure shift, failed to reach the high. Larger time frame liquidity. Okay. Low-key, today was the best day just because we could actually have a good direction. We weren't in this chop. Like, what are we doing? Well, this was yesterday, G. We should have done that shit yesterday. What the fuck are we doing? Alright, yeah, I'm just sitting around. I think I was doing some random stuff. Okay, perfect. And trade. Perfect. So we can see here we have that market structure shift below that's low, retracement up into it. I want to go on the 1 minute time frame back and find it. How my stop at the high. Hindsight, I wish I maybe could have brought it maybe to the top of the first percent figure I get, but like I said, I'm not getting greedy. I just wanted to win this trade. There we go. Oh, 1 minute. Boom. Okay, you ready? High, market structure shift on that 15-minute time frame right here with this down close. I want to see a retracement right here. We have an internal high. We don't take this low yet. Keep that in mind. We retrace, fair value gap. I take it off that fair value gap. I like the way this is looking. Perfect. Like, it couldn't be better. I would have wanted us to rally from here. What do? Let's actually just go through this. This is a live trade. It's pretty valid. So I'm already set my limits because I'm pretty confident. You know what I'm saying? I'm only targeting that low resistance liquidity. Anyways, I see this on the 15-minute. I'm like, yo, you're lying right now. Okay, good rebalance. Let me get a first presented for value gap in there. You know, and this is where I start worrying. I'm like, damn, bro, are we serious right now? Are we about to take this damn high? And I think about it. I'm like, if we take this high, that 15-minute market maker buy model is not gonna. Market maker sell model is gonna get invalidated, and that means what? We're gonna go bullish. That's completely against my entire day's logic. Completely. That would mean all my analysis over here, over whatever you can't see, like over there, down in there, would be useless. So as soon as I see that rejection, I narrow down my stop up to that high. At this point, I'm pretty confident it's a protected high, and if we went back up there, I would be comfortable with being wrong. Yeah, so I clearly identified that as a liquidity sweep. Something to note in here. You notice we swing low. Wait a minute. Let me pull this shit up real quick. This is what I was wondering all morning. Oh my gosh. I was like, yo, there's no way. I just don't like this model. One reason why I don't like it is because we didn't complete the 1 minute market maker buy model. But we did. We literally did. You know, this is a high. This I'm looking at. This candle is a green candle. That means that this is a swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. When this swing low breaks this swing high right here, so this swing high is now broken. That initiates a market maker buy model. It doesn't matter. Listen. Market maker buy model, once we take that high, then what am I expecting? I'm expecting the candle that created that market structure shift, which is this candle right here, market structure shift candle, to get swept. What do? We sweep it by a point or two and we reverse. That right there is your top tick. That is your top tick. That's all I'm gonna say. Because then now that buy model is over and we go back to larger time frame right here on the 15-minute and we're straight cooling. We have nothing to worry about because we know our draw is down here. Oh, that's way too fast. We know our draw is way down there, so we don't have to worry about that. And then I'm just basically looking at this larger time frame structure. I was looking over here at this 15-minute order block right here. I was kind of worried about it, but then I was realizing, like, if we're most likely just gonna be, keep on going lower, like, liquidity is more important than these relative equal highs at this point, because these are not relative equal highs. This is part of the market maker symbol. We close at our first ended right there. I'm expecting a retracement up into there, and then now a rally lower, like fast. I don't want to see us be lollygally. And there's our extension lower. I go break even once we get underneath that and then yeah, pretty self-explanatory from here. We get, I believe I manually take profit here. Yeah, manually take profit there, and then I let that one get tapped in at new week opening gap, consequent encroachment. And then I let that last one. This is where I low-key kind of don't like what I did, but I respect it because I might as well just get to the end of the trade. I might as well just get back on this. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's not showing up. I gotta do some password shit, you feel me? I don't want my shit to be getting all fucked up, you feel me? It's literally not showing up. It's pissing me off too. I don't know why it's not showing up. That's besides the point. But my exit was around here. I could have caught another. It's pissing me off. Now to think about it, because I just missed another $100. That's nothing. But in terms of why I did that, and didn't want to target my initial target, which was new week opening gap, that was left wide open. For being real here, is because of the mental. Yesterday, I took a $500 loss. That $500 loss outweighed my 150 or half hour win, $250 the day before. So if I'm making pennies on my wins and losing $500 on my losing days, because I'm disciplined to not over risk, in that sense, I'll risk $500 a day and I won't lose any more than that. I respect that. But if my wins are going to be like essentially not canceling out my losses, then there's an issue there. There's an issue. So I'm at this point now where I kind of got my balance back up, and I'm happy that I can kind of get back to comfortable risk, and maintain basically $500 per trade. Like that's kind of the method, all around. Funded, not funded, does not matter. But yeah, that's the only way, because essentially, I'm like $500 in drawdown right now. All that's only one good trade away from being profitable, like not being in profit essentially. I could have a 1K day instead of having $300 days when I'm risking $250 and I make a 1-to-1, you know what I'm saying? And then I would lose $500 the next day after that because I take 2 trades of $250 or I put on 1 trade of $500 max. So it all comes back down to risk. You can be profitable win rate on where the chart's gonna go, but if you're not risking accordingly, it's not gonna add up. You feel me? But yeah, that's just kind of how it is, and that's all I want to get into today. I feel like it's a longer video already. I don't know how long it's been going for, but it's probably quite a minute. But yeah, we'll see if you want to head lower now. I'm pretty interested in lower prices. I'm not gonna lie. I might just be liquidity, but at this point, I've been eyeing this market structure shift on this larger time frame, and we have not came to this high yet. We'll see. We're stuck in this just nasty range, man. Nasty range. A 10% range on NASDAQ, over 10,000 points, my G. Not 10,000 points. What the fuck? What is that? That is probably the dumbest shit I said. 2,265 points about. So that's the range we're stuck in, and today was a day we had actually clear direction. We can see we're not dojing, we're not wicks all over the damn place. We're straight candle, and that's all I like to see. I'm getting tired, y'all. My brain is like shutting down already trying to make this dang video, but yeah, that's how it is. Remember, for this purpose he has came, and for this purpose you have came as well, and for this purpose we are doing this as we speak right now. Y'all stay safe. I will see y'all in the January 15th recap. Let's get to it.